Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. So, on today's episode of Driven by Deceit, Prathap's secretary, Radhika, who is an imposter, working secretly with Jeevan, accuses Prathap before everyone of sexual harassment. Prathap is arrested and sent to prison. Later, Radhika asked for Prathap's property in order to speak in his favor so he will be sentenced to life imprisonment. So Jeevan got angry and then tries to kill Radhika. Jeevan made attempts burning Radhika alive and then frames Pratap of murdering Radhika. So guys, this particular episode is filled with surprises. So stick with me, let's dive into the full update. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please do well to subscribe. Tension rises when Jeevan reveals to Radhika that Madhav has escaped captivity. Madhav is the main secretary that was sent to Prathap, but when she was going to Prathap, Jeevan switched Madhav with Radhika. So Radhika is now acting as secretary instead of Madhav. So desperate and scared, Radhika makes a shocking move. She accuses Pratap of sexual harassment. The allegation stuns everyone, especially Virupashi and the rest of the family. Meanwhile, Raju and Rupa begin to dig deeper, like they begin to investigate about Radhika, who she actually is, and soon uncover a dark truth. Radhika is not who she claims to be. She's an imposter, working in secret with Jeevan to destroy Pratap. Raju and Rupa manage to track down and rescue Madhav from Jeevan's men. Without wasting time, they expose Radhika and Jeevan's conspiracy before the media, laying bare their evil intentions. But before justice can be served, Radhika shifts the blame entirely onto Pratap, manipulating the situation to her advantage. She started crying, telling them that Pratap told her not to tell anyone, that they are having an affair, they are in a relationship, all those things. Pratap is now arrested while Radhika makes yet another bold move, demanding half of Pratap's properties, claiming emotional and legal rights. Raju and Rupa confronts Radhika about her lies. Under pressure, Radhika finally breaks. She admits to plotting against Pratap, driven by greed and the promise of wealth, which Ambika promised her, because now she's also working with Ambika and Deepak, which they told her to request for their properties. In return, she will have 80% or 70% of Pratap's properties, while them they will take the remaining. As instructed, Radhika now boldly demands half of Pratap's properties. Later, Rupa and Raju visit Pratap at the police station because that's the only option left, to give Radhika half of Pratap's property so that she can speak in favor of Pratap at the court and Pratap will be released. So Raju and Rupa went to visit Pratap at the police station to discuss the issue with him. In a tense conversation, Rupa tries to calm her father, but Pratap, burning with anger and betrayal, blurts out that he would spare Radhika, vowing to kill her. Unbeknownst to him, a corrupt officer, loyal to Jeevan, secretly records the outburst and sends the video to Jeevan, setting the stage for a dangerous twist. With Radhika demanding the properties and the evidence staked against Pratap, Rupa is forced into a painful decision. She agrees to hand over parts of Pratap's properties to Radhika, hoping it will turn the tides in his favor so that Radhika will speak in Pratap's favor. You get, she will confess the truth at the court. But behind the scenes, Jeevan is already preparing to use Pratap words as a deadly weapon. Jeevan got angry when he discovered that Radhika had betrayed him. She switched with Ambika's team. Feeling used and betrayed, Jeevan confronts Radhika. He grabs her by the throat, threatening her life. Meanwhile, Deepak and Ambika continue to manipulate Radhika, convincing her that standing by Pratap will pay off. At this point, Jeevan wants Pratap to rot in jail, while Radhika is trying to take advantage of Pratap being in Seoul to acquire half of his properties half of his wealth. So the next day, Radhika set out for the court, ready to claim her share of the wealth. And after testifying in favor of Pratap, the property document to be handed over to her. But behind the scenes, Jeevan isn't done. He secures damning evidence, the evidence one of the corrupt officers sent to him that could destroy Pratap entirely. So he plans to use the secretly recorded video of Pratap saying he would kill Radhika against him at the court. In court, as the hearing unfolds, Pratap faces a new storm of accusation. He's not only painted as a manipulator, but now also as a man who seduced and deceived Radhika for personal gain. As Raju and Rupa anxiously wait at the courthouse, hoping Radhika will arrive in time to defend Pratap, danger strikes. Jeevan, desperate to silence her, intercepts Radhika before she can reach the court. In a horrifying act, he locks her in her car and sets it on fire. Back in court, the hearing proceeds. Rupashi takes the stand and bravely testifies in Pratap's favor. Rupashi, Pratap's wife. The courtroom is thrown into chaos when news breaks Radhika is dead. Seizing the moment, Jeevan coldly frames Pratap for the murder. He presents the damning video of Pratap angrily vowing to kill Radhika, and the court is stunned seeing that piece of evidence. Radhika's lawyer, now convinced of Pratap's guilt, demand the harshest punishment, a death sentence for Pratap. Despite the growing pressure, Pratap pleads not guilty. Virupaksha tries to stand by him, but the weight of evidence is crushing. Behind the scenes, Raju and Rupa confront Jeevan about the tragedy. In a moment of arrogance, Jeevan confesses he was the one who tried to kill Radhika. But fate has other plans. Unknown to Jeevan, Radhika survived, saved at the last moment by kind strangers who pulled her from the burning car. Raju and Rupa track her down, and in a dramatic turn, Raju arrives at the courthouse with a battered but alive Radhika. Just moments before the final judgment is pronounced, Rupa rushes into the courtroom, urgently interrupting the judge. All eyes turn as Raju enters, bringing with him a badly injured but very much alive Radhika, gasping for breath but determined. Radhika takes the stand and bravely confesses. She admits to lying about Pratap under pressure and reveals the full extent of Jeevan's manipulation. At this point, Radhika exposes Jeevan's plan and told the court how Jeevan sent her to Pratap's house to destroy him and his political career. Her testimony clears Pratap's name and exposes Jeevan's evil intention. The courtroom erupts, Prathap is apprehended, and Jeevan is immediately arrested. Outside the courtroom, Prathap expresses heartfelt gratitude to Raju and Rupa for standing by him and fighting for the truth. Deeply moved, he asks Raju to come live with him. So guys, this is the end for this update. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. Bye.